Hey everybody, this is Andy here from RAGEEEEEE coming at you with part 12 of my Super Mario Sunshine Let's Play. I know I've been neglecting you guys for a while. And so here I am finishing episode 8 of Peanut Bark. I hate this level. I mean, it only took me 2 tries to get it this time, but normally it takes a lot more. I got lucky this time. Normally, and it's the one where you go round and round on the roller coaster trying to get the balloons, and it's coded very strangely. I'll point that out later. So, unless you've played this game before, you probably don't know that you have to go to the top of the Peanut Park mountain to talk to some weird dude and get the hero's vehicle, as they call it. So, I've been neglecting you guys lately, and Super Mario Sunshine. And let me tell you why. I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but I got a Wii U, and I've been playing it a lot lately. I've been playing Super Mario Bros. Wii U, and I finally beat it. I'm just working on getting all the star coins now, which is extremely cryptic. It's like playing the original Legend of Zelda. Some of them I had to look up a couple walkthroughs. I'm like, I would have never guessed that. So I'm skipping through all that text. It's just saying like, hey, you'll get a prize if you can pop out the balloon. So pretty much you're automatically in a bad third-person view, and it's really hard to aim these things. Look how high I was at that time, and it looked like I was on it, but I'm not. So each rocket is designed to get a certain balloon. Like these right here, that's designed to get a combo right there. And I remember when I was really little, my aunt had a boyfriend. His name was Fish. I never got to hear his real name. I think it was Jeff. I'm not sure. He used to play Super Mario Sunshine. He got like 80 shine sprites from my brother and I. I remember like I was so obsessed with Super Mario Sunshine. Like it was like my flippin' life. And pretty much I was stuck at some parts, and he beat that for me. He beat pretty much every level except this one. He couldn't beat it. And then I finally beat it. I probably about 7 years old or something. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I was like, yeah, I beat it. Yeah. It was like the greatest moment of my life when I was at that time. And I understand why I had trouble with this now, because it is pretty difficult, and it turns into a sniping match at the end. You only get 3 laps to do it, and right now I'm doing very well, with 15 popped, and I'm halfway done with the second lap. So anyways, on my first original playthrough of the game, when I was like 7, Fish helped us get all like 80 of the shine sprites. He didn't get any of the blue coin shine sprites or anything. He just got the episode shine sprites. And my brother, I don't know why. To this day, it still escapes me. He wanted to copy the file, you know, like where it says like copy the file, to his file, which this one was my file. And he wanted to oh, by the way, this is a really important part, because if I missed this, I would have been redoing this. And luckily, I hit it through the Ferris wheel, and I was so happy. So anyways, he copied the file, and he couldn't read at the time. I know, he's like 7 years old and he can't read. I don't remember how old he was, but he couldn't read. And he copied my file with 80 shine sprites onto a file with 12 shine sprites. So he basically deleted my game because he couldn't read, and he thought he was copying the 12. He thought he was copying my file to his file, but he accidentally copied his file to my file. And I was so pissed. It's like when somebody deletes your game, so much hard work just goes down the drain. So that was episode 8. So the Peanut Park is finished. I just have to get all the blue coins and the 100 coin shine sprite, and then we'll have to do the secret levels with Flood. And I will do that in a separate video, probably sped up with either bad commentary or bad music. Maybe a mixture of the both. So now we have to go get Yoshi to enter the next level, and I am just failing hard here. I'm bashing into walls like crazy. So he's here, and it's just simple. You just run around. He's holding an egg. And I like to try to beat these without using the hover nozzle. It makes me feel good about my platforming skills. And you'll see, oh my, please stay to the end of the video. There will be some raging. Oh my gosh. When I get pissed at a video game, I make it known that I'm pissed at a video game. I usually criticize it. I'll be like, did they even test this game? It's so horrible. How could they do this? There were some times where I'm playing New Super Mario Bros. U, and I got so freaking pissed, I almost threw the gamepad across the room. Because it's like this, in New Super Mario Bros. U. I might do a review of it, but this is just, I guess, a preview. Oh, by the way, Yoshi needs fruit. So, pretty much, I'm sure you've all played this game, though. If you haven't played this game, then you just stop. Stop living right now and go play the game. So you go to the top of this building and you eat the pineapple. So this is called Serena Beach, the Manta Storm, and I don't remember what I was talking about before. If someone reminds me in the comment section, I'll probably rant about it later. Oh, I was talking about New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. The levels are kind of easy, but getting the star coins is the biggest pain in the ass I've ever. It's like double surprise butt sex with screwdrivers. But anyway, so to do this episode, you have to talk to the man up here. Oh, please tell me my nightmare is over. I don't know why, but you just look very capable to me. Listen, it all started around noon. This giant manta thing showed up. It was this paper thing that came and covered the hotel grounds, and I'm accidentally skipped past this because I do post commentary because I'm a freaking idiot and I can't do live commentary. I don't know why I'm still talking in this old man's voice. Oh, okay, so pretty much you just said, stop it. Stop it? Now, sometimes I have to tell myself to stop things. So you pretty much... A giant manta came up and swallowed this hotel and put this electric goop all over his island. So a lot of people have trouble with this level for some reason. I don't find it very trouble at all. Like there's levels where I have trouble with, and a lot of people don't have trouble with. But a lot of people have trouble with this level. And I'll show you a quick way to. Well, it's not quick. It's just efficient. So pretty much. You want to, at the end, I think they split into 8 things. Like, if you notice, they divide every time I hit them. I think first they divide in 2, then they divide in 4, then they divide in 8. And if you can make them all divide by 8, then they get really pissed and they turn pink. That's what I'm trying to do. You want to try to get them all as small as they can be, and then all of them get really pissed off and they come after you. And then there's a really easy way to do it after that I think I discovered, but I'm not sure. So you make sure you watch your life gauge, because I don't know anybody who can do this without getting hit once. It's impossible. So right now I'm just splitting them into 4s. Or 8s, I believe. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly how they divide. And make sure you keep an eye on your water gauge, because if you run out of water inland, you're freaking screwed unless you can get to the fountain. So right now, pretty much when it starts beeping like this, that means go get some freaking coins right now, or else you're gonna be doing this level over again. And by the way, let me tell you something. The hover nozzle is your best friend in this level. Try to avoid the squirt nozzle, I forget what it's called, as much as, well, don't avoid as much as you can, but try to use the hover nozzle to fly, and I'll show you a little secret here in a second. When you fly into, or hover into goop-infested lands, fly forward and then fly backwards to clear your path, so you don't land in it. A lot of people mess that up, and they're like, I can't do it! So, and here's another little trick that I'm about to show you in a second. If you're about to do a helicopter jump, and then you press the R button, you do that, which is going to be really helpful later. So right now I'm just trying to get them to split them all into 4 so they get really pissed off, and sometimes they're hard to find, and you think you got them all into 4s, but then you didn't. And this guy was just into his, I believe that was his 2nd form. So I'm just trying to get that guy, and I got him, which is really lucky. I'm pretty sure here in a second they're all gonna get pissed. Okay, sometimes if you spray the ground, you'll get a coin too. See, like, a lot of people have trouble with this level, so I can't really, like, rant on. Like, if you're actually using this as a walkthrough, like, watching me play as a walkthrough, I guess I haven't been doing a very good job of walking you through. See, this is what I'm talking about. When they all split, they all get really pissed and they turn pink. And then you can just go to the corner of the beach and just... I don't know what that's called, but it's like a helicopter. And then you just spray like a crazy man. And you kill them. This is the part where a lot of people have a lot of trouble. And if you just do this, you should be sick. Sometimes it gets kind of hard to do. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like saying the word, like, say Saturday 100 times, and it starts to lose its meaning. When you start doing this spinning thing, it starts to get difficult. Like, see, I had trouble getting it to move right there. And get used to this island being covered in goop, because there's a couple more levels like that have that. I feel like this level right here, Serena Beach is what it's called. I believe it means Sunshine Beach. I mean, Sundown Beach or something like that, or it's something like that in Italian. And you can see Pina Park in the distance. I'll probably show that later. And Galeto Beach is to the left. Actually, I believe it's to the east of it. So here I'm freaking screwed, and I seriously thought I was gonna die. I was gonna be doing this over again, and I was gonna rant about how this level is not very hard for me, but for some people it is. And I thought I was gonna die there for sure. I could not get up in this tree, and there was mantas in this tree, and I was like, oh man. Jeez, I'm starting to get a headache. My gosh, I was so tired at school today. It was crazy. Anyway, so like, just try to use the hover nozzle inland, but then when you get to the beach, you use your corkscrew. I think it's called like a corkscrew. Corkscrew spin. You know what I'm talking about, with the water. So, once you kill all of them, it pretty much, the hotel spawns out of the ground. And it's magic. We can't. It's Nintendo logic. Like I think I've said in almost every video, you can't argue with Nintendo logic. It's just not a thing. You can't argue with that. So that is Shine Sprite number 33. That's a cool number. I like it. It's a palindrome, I guess, and it's divisible by 11 and 3, which makes it cool. So that's Shadow Mario with the turbo nozzle. I'll deal with that later. And here we go. Here we go for episode 2. And let me tell you, there's gonna be a lot of raging, and I'm probably gonna get really... When I was playing this, because you know how I record post commentary, I was really pissed off. Like, there's a reason I don't do post commentary. I think I've said it like a million times, because I say stupid things that I probably shouldn't say. And sometimes when I get pissed off at a game, like I said, I make it very known that I'm pissed off at the game. Very known. So here you just have to, he's telling me that like, oh, you look like you can solve our ghost problem. So apparently this fire exit, that's not, they're blocking the stairs, and that's a horrible fire exit. So you pretty much just gotta spray the ghosts and fly up here. I feel like like I was talking about Serena Beach earlier, I feel like it was rushed into the game. I don't feel like it was a very complete level, and it's just, some of the missions are like niches, and they're just, I don't know how to explain it, they're just not, I don't know, I just don't really like Serena Beach a lot. I really like the next one that we're gonna do called Noki Bay. So this level, oh my god! Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this. Normally, I will praise the camera in this game. I love the camera in this game. It is almost flawless. It is definitely a hell of a lot better than Super Mario 64. And let me tell you, this level is hell. Hell, if you're used to Super Mario Galaxy or a game that, like, the camera's flawless. I probably died 10 times attempting this level. Here, it's really hard to do. Like, here, I had to change the camera. And the camera, while I was changing it, I jumped and it killed me. That really pisses me off. And then this next one. This is... All gamers know this feel. Unless you're a stupid Call of Duty gamer. All gamers know this feel. You go up to a platform. You run up to a platform. You're about to press the A button. But nothing happens. Nothing happens. So I skip test. And here, this is another perfect example of the bad camera. So here I'm trying to get the one up here. And look at that. Look at that. Doesn't that look like you could just fall down? Well, no. You can't. You have to hang onto the edge, then fall. And so I'm gonna skip past here. And here I finally realized that there's like a staircase down here that you can mash the melons. And look at this. Another example of I'm trying to jump, but it doesn't register it. I hate that. All gamers know that feel. You run up to a platform and you're like, oh, I'm gonna jump. I press the A button. Doesn't work. Now here, this is just my stupidity. I can kind of blame this on the camera. It's kind of the camera's fault, but it's mostly my stupidity. So here, it looks like we're getting pretty close. But if I was to change the camera angle to the side, I would see that we're not... sorry for starting. It looked like I was super close there, but I actually wasn't. Here's another fail. So here, I'm starting to realize that I can one-up farm here. And then this one is just freaking stupid. It's like... Watch this. Look at this bullshit. Look at that. Why does that happen? That would not happen. In real life, if you were sliding down into a never-ending pit, you would stop yourself. No matter how many splinters you're gonna get, you are gonna stop yourself from sliding into a never-ending death pit. So here it's just my fault again. I'm stupid. See, I accidentally make the same mistake, but it's just not as... I should have jumped. I tried to jump here. I pressed the A button. I swear, it just didn't work. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, deuces.